Okay, it's starting right now.
Got you.
Here we go. Hey, yo, yo, yo. Hey, there go the classic man, Tupac.
Yeah.
Tupac was a classic dude, man.
Hell yeah.
So,
May God let him rest in peace, Tuck.
yes, let him rest in peace, man. Hey, ain't nothing like Tupac. Hey, y'all, I'm going to do this is my very, very first broadcast. This is my boy, me and my boy Ghostryder.
What's
And we
up,
doing
y'all?
this.
This is your boy Ghosterryder 730. And I tell you like this, me and OG motherfucking Tuck about to get it in. Let's go.
Yo, dude, let me tell you right now, Ghostryder, we got a lot to talk about. And let me tell you right now, and this the head of the conversation. And right now it said Sony ponies, but I meant to add are Sony pony bootlickers. So that's what I meant to say. So I'm sorry, folks, but that's where I feel about Sony right now. This Shumu bullshit and all that crap. So let me ask you this, right, Ghost Rider. What you think about this Shumu bullshit that
Ah
they're doing
man.
right now?
I feel that, yo, Tuck, from the bottom of my heart, man, I feel like they taking advantage of the Sony fanboys and people that's diehard Sony fans because, for one, Tuck, how you asking people to front you money when you're a $1 billion company? You understand? This is where you can see through the bullshit. They want you to fund money, right? And I heard
Right.
it was 2 million. Tuck, correct me if I'm right or wrong. They actually got 3 million out of people. And now they talking about Tuck. They need 10 million. Like, how come people don't see this? This is $1 billion company asking you, you know, the consumers of their product to give them money and front them money when they're $1 billion company. Tuck, can I ask you a question? If you
Go
needed to
ahead.
pay your rent, and let's just say we were Sony fanboys, and we needed to pay our rent, and we gonna get kicked out, do you really think Sony's gonna front you money?
Oh hell no. You know they're
You
not gonna bring you no damn money on that shit.
you see that, right, Tuck? So
Yeah.
this is weird, and I'm just hoping, Tuck, that this shit is like a virus. I just hope this shit don't freaking get to Microsoft and Microsoft start doing this to us. See, people gotta wake up. If you Microsoft fans or whatever, I know they love Shenmue, the game, but do not front no money over there. Cause Sony could front and make it exclusive just for them, or this could rub off on us, and Microsoft could start being, oh, you want these games? All right, you gotta front us money. Sony is gonna try to start something. You understand? And this is what I feel, but it got nothing to do with us. But this could rub off into the Xbox, community and us Xbox gamers and fanboys or whatever on buying it. We the consumers. But I feel bad, Tuck, that these consumers on the other side are getting food. This is $1 billion company making believe and taking people's money.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. But now this is my insight on this whole Shamu bullshit, okay? And that's the reason why I say if the Sony ponies want to go ahead and get this damn game, and they want to publish them damn selves, let them do it because that's why I say they number a lot of damn bootlickers, and that's all it is to it. I mean, that's the way I see it. Um, the reason why I'm going to tell you right now, I don't think Microsoft will go that route because I think we just got a classy organization that's not going to really ask people for money like that. I mean, they know. I mean, they make money.
Yeah.
So I don't think Microsoft will go that route. At least I don't. At least I hope not. But as far as I'm concerned, as far as I am concerned, with this Shenmue bullshit, the game is 15 goddamn years old. Okay, 15 damn years old. I mean, 15 when the last one came out. It was what 60 to 48 to 60 million to make. And the only thing they're gonna do is make this game an indie game because the thing about it is everybody knows the King. They did what 2 million within 24 hours, and
Yeah.
since then they really haven't done nothing. Only 3 million, and now Sony, the only thing they're gonna do is advertise for the damn game. Man, all I gotta say is this for Sony, and I've been saying it all along, and I'm gonna keep on saying it again. They broke, and broke, and they just ask for people to do stuff for them, and that's that. But if
Yep.
the Sony ponies want to go in and do it and lick their ass, let them do it. Hey,
Yep. And
bottom
Tuck,
line.
think about this, bro. If they made, if they really sold 22 million or 20 million, you know how Yoshida said it, and then 22.5 million consoles sold, where's the money at? You know, where's the money they spent? It's true. They spent $50 million on Call of Duty just to get the maps for a month. Like they could have, you know, put that to Shenmue. They could have got the game rolling. You know, they could have actually bought new IPs to the table instead of third parties, you know, like at the end of the day, both consoles get third party. And if you know you ain't got the money like that, why are you bet? It's like you're asking people for money to make them double pay. Like we giving you the money, and now we gotta pay it again when the game comes out. That don't make no sense. Like that's
Yeah,
stupid.
that don't make no sense at all, man. But you know what? It is what it is, and that's how it is, and that's how Sony rolls, man. Sony just foul. They just a foul ass company. That's all it does to it. They just a foul ass company. Um, and then another thing too is you think about this man. You think about this man. Okay, they brought that poor ass man up there. He's on
uh,
welfare and all that stuff. You know, and he was with Sega, and Sega and Sony is the reason why Sega went out of business. I mean, they're not
yep,
the primary reason why Sega went out of business, because they did make some bad choices. But when it comes down to it, you know, Sony's a part of that crap too.
yep.
So,
You're right.
and then you got these damn people. This is the only thing that I don't like about what some of these Sony ponies don't understand is that they want to talk about how Xbox is buying all these IPs and all these like you know like Tomb Raider and all that shit. But back in the damn day, Sony did the same shit. So
Yeah.
hey, it is what it is,
The shoe's on the other foot now. You
right?
understand, Tuck? So
And they
it's like,
can't deal with it.
yeah, I agree with you on 100% what you're saying because back then it was all right for Sony to do it. Now that Microsoft is doing it, it's a problem. You understand? Like it's weird to me, Tuck, that a lot of a lot of fanboys they talk and they harass the Xbox One gamers, but at the end of the day, it's good to have your third party games. You know, like the Halos, the Gears that we getting is exclusive only for us, but we also getting the Call of Duties and the Destiny that they're playing. You know, their Destiny is supposed to be their Halo. You understand? They, that it's true, Tuck.
Oh,
Like the funny thing is they get salty about it, but the funny thing is when you getting IPs and you getting these new things, these are new games like that you playing and getting to experience. What they getting is just third party games. And the sad thing about it is they ain't really getting no new IPs. They getting games like God of War ported over. It's not remastered, not touched up from the ground and built up like Microsoft is doing though. See, Microsoft is remastering these games from the ground up and putting in that twerk on everything about that game. Sony's just porting over the Uncharted series, pouring over the God of War series. That's what I'm trying to say. Is like they not doing the real remastered. They'll say it's remastered, but we all know it's ported over. It's not gonna get touched up and treated like what Microsoft is doing with their, you know, exclusive IPs that was years ago. Think about it, Tuck. If you're gonna remaster a game, you want to remaster the God of War Part 1. You know, that's the original remaster. They talking about remastering Part 3 of it. Like, what's the sense on that, Tuck? I don't get it.
and you know, and they talking about slapping a $40 price tag on the game too.
That's because, you know, Tuck, they ain't spending that money, you know, breaking it down and using, you know, some new stuff on it. They not gonna do that. They're already
Uh,
financially hurting, Tuck. You know that. They posted two
right.
point something billion loss, you know, through last year, and it's gonna this year they're gonna post more losses too. But a lot
You
of
got
Sony fanboys don't see that.
now. You got that one doggone thing right. You got that one thing right, big time. You know, and one thing I don't realize, you know, one thing I'm kind of realizing now, you know, that everybody want to talk about well, why they didn't bring up God of War at the E3. Okay, the reason why they didn't because really they don't have nothing to really show. I mean, all they're gonna do is just remaster it, make it pretty, and that's it. That's all they're
Yeah,
gonna do.
they just
So
you right. and touching up on that, Tuck, what you just said, man, like, but you heard that, Tuck? Did you hear that? I know I feel some and I hear some. All I know is
Oh.
this, Tuck. I know I hear some up in here.
Is
I know they're around here. I know it, Tuck. I can
it
feel it.
clicking?
I
Is
don't
it
know. I
clicking?
think they clicking. I think I hear some clicking. Hold on, Tuck. I think I hear him. I think I hear him, Tuck.
Boy, that, hey, you know what?
Oh shit! They here, Tuck.
Hey,
They
hey,
here,
hey,
bro.
let me ask you this: is the Sony Pony attacking you or what, man?
I think so, Tuck. I think I hear him. They coming at us, bro. Oh, I heard something. I know that. Yo, they got Showstopper and all that, man. You know, Lord Clicker kidnapped Showstopper and all that. We need to get Showstopper back, bro.
I tell you right now, man. Now let's get down to the other subject about this backwards compatibility list.
Oh,
And the
right.
media is down in the backwards compatibility list on the Xbox One. They just downing it, man. I mean, this is like, wow.
Yeah. Well, Tuck, I see it like this. The media always been hating on Microsoft, man. They you know, it's not supposed to be biased like that. The journalist's supposed to keep it fair, but I don't know. I don't know what Microsoft did to them that they hate them so much that they can't say really nothing good about Microsoft. The media is just downplaying backwards capability. Like for me, Tuck, I see it like this. Microsoft had it in all along in their console. You know, Sony didn't have that. Sony's making them pay for that shit. And
Right.
Sony can't do that because they dropped a lot of money to put that up and make, you know, they're gonna lose money if they do that. But Microsoft always had it in there. That's why Phil Spencer and them couldn't say nothing in the beginning of this cycle of when it was revealed and everything. They couldn't say too much because they knew the dev kits wasn't really in. That's why they used to have problems making games. The developers saying it's much harder to make the games for, you know, Microsoft. On the Xbox One side, they'll say the PS4 is much easier. But now the tables are turning when all the dev kits and everything is really getting out there, and DirectX
Right.
12, they
Right.
saying it's easier to make the games for the Xbox One, and it's a little harder to make it for the PS4. This is the thing that now we realize, and look at all the beautiful things that's coming to the Xbox One, because originally it was supposed to come out this year.
Right.
You know, so now it's like Microsoft, all the touch-ups that they've been doing throughout the years and the updates, it's like ridiculous because it's like we getting treated special. That's what I say. A lot of Microsoft fans, we getting treated special by our company. Their company's not treating them right. They
Not
hitting
at
them
all.
with that fakeness, greatness awaits, and you really seeing they getting games 2 to 3 years out from now. That means their
Yeah.
greatness is waiting. Like Sony was right on that part. The greatness awaits. They're gonna wait for their greatness. And think about this, Tuck. They pushed back God of War remastered. Nobody knows. Uncharted, Nathan Drake's remastered. Nobody knows when they're gonna push it out. Like when they're gonna show it again, or I don't know. It's probably gonna show
Yeah.
up. It probably comes out this year. You know, whoop-de-doo. But they didn't show it in the E3. So they're not even gonna show up to Gamescom, which I feel that they might sneak up and say that they go into Gamescom with these games. You
Whoa,
got
whoa, whoa, Ghost. Hell, you know what? I didn't even know that. I mean, I thought they came out with a date for God of War and for the Uncharted remastered. I thought they came out with dates for that.
Oh, so maybe they do, Tuck. Don't correct me if I'm right or wrong, but I'm just saying maybe this year it probably is coming out. But why are they not showing it? Think about that, Tuck.
Yeah.
They're not talking about it,
Yeah.
and they pushed back Persona 5. Like that. This is weird. They didn't show none of that on E3.
That's true. That's true. That is
He
very
might
true.
be trying to sneak in a sucker punch. You know, bow, catch Microsoft by surprise or something.
And
But
then
I know
we's not even going to even talk about the last damn ugly ass Guardian. I mean, that's like a damn indie game at best. I mean,
yeah,
it,
you're
it,
right.
it like indie game at best, and that's all it is to it. But you know, I'm over here listening on One Stop for Gamers. I think I was listening to his broadcast the other day, and he had one certain lady on there, and she said she can't wait until the last Guardian come out. She said it looks great. I said, you know, I'm just over there listening to them like, what the heck you talking about great? I said like it's the same damn games they brought
Exactly.
out 9 years ago. It's the same damn video. So why we even talk about The Last Guardian? The Last Guardian to me is a piece of junk.
Oh
I
man,
mean, you talk
you're
about a
right.
game that's been developed for 9 years and it still haven't came out yet. I mean, I'm gonna sit and tell you the doggone truth. I think at E3, I think Sony knew they were gonna get their ass kicked, gonna get their ass handed to them by Microsoft.
Mm-hmm.
And they decided just gonna bring the damn game out so it can hype the people up, and that's it. And it's not even a specific date or when. I mean, they talking about 2016, but when? They didn't even talk about a date. So
Yeah,
hey, it is what it is, man.
you are so right, Tuck. You are so. I don't want to curse, but you so fucking right, bro. The reason why they knew that they didn't have nothing for Microsoft on E3. That's why
Right.
they started shopping for the third party games like that and showed one IP, new IP. Now, The Last Guardian, touching up on what you said, it was a female. I don't stop by One Stop for chicken wings. Oh, I mean, One Stop for gamers, whatever you want to call them. But I don't stop by and watch him because, he's delusional and the rest of the people that watch.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true. But I just wanted to see what they were saying one day because usually I don't stop by and listen to their junk either. So, but we know what it's all about. But it is what it is with them. But I tell you right now, let's get on to a bigger subject, and that's dealing with these damn freaking PC elitists, as they call themselves, with the ugly ass PCs and Batman, and people say they ain't gonna buy Batman because they ain't fixing the damn gram right on the PCs. So what do you think about that, Mr. Ghost? 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 Are you still with me, Ghost? Okay, y'all. Let me tell you right now. I'm gonna wait till Ghost get back in here and all that stuff so we can talk about this. Okay, now let me tell you right now about the PC elitists and all that stuff dealing with Batman and what they saying about Batman, and all that stuff. It's a beautiful game. It's on the Xbox One. It's on the PS4, and it's a beautiful game. Okay, it's a more beautiful game on the Xbox One because that's what I support, and that's the brand I support. But I tell you right now, this is my whole outside on this stuff dealing with Batman and the PC elitists. PC people do not buy games like the console people does. And that's the reason why these consoles or these the manufacturers and these game developers now see what the hell's going on. Because see, what people don't understand, with everything that's going on with Batman and with the PC gamers and all that stuff is that you think all this money that people putting into these games, think about all the money that people putting into these games. It's craziness. And the reason why I'm saying that, fellas, because the PC people are crazy. They're only being so
Yeah.
many. Okay,
T-
okay, okay. My
all right,
boy
Tuck.
Ghost is back.
Yeah, my bad, guys. I just had a little difficulty. Pony just got me out of here. But anyway, like I was saying, Tuck, like on that situation we was talking about, The Last Guardian, where the girl was telling you about. I'm just saying in short words, man, that think about this, Tuck. The game didn't get touched up. It looked like a PS2 game, a PS3 game, basically. And you would think, where's the greatness? This is the next gen consoles. This is the new life cycles, of gaming
Right,
right now, to see beautifulness and better quality. When you look, it's rehashed stuff, a demo, and it's still in the same part of the last one, just in another location. And for see a
right.
kid going, wee you, and he jumping, it doesn't make sense, Tuck. It's like nothing spectacular, no fighting, no nothing. You understand? Like, so with that game, Sony was hoping and praying that people would say they won because they showed it. So much people saying, oh, the game, oh, this and that. So they was thinking about the media and winning the media over when the media is going to be on their side anyway. And the game sucked. Come on, Tuck. It reminds me of the dog that never ended story. Like, let's be serious here. It got chicken
Yeah.
feet when you
Yeah,
look
hey
at it.
Ghost, what I was saying before you left was what you think about the PC elitists and they talking about Batman and all that stuff. What is your insight on the PC elitists or overall? I'm talking about PC overall gamers.
Oh wow. All right. This is the thing. This is, you know, I don't mean to offend nobody that's PC gaming, but I see it like this, man. I watched their E3. The shit looked like they spent $1,000 to $500 on just the set alone. It was garbage. It was boring. The only exciting part was when Phil Spencer went there, and he didn't even give a date when they was really getting their the beta for the Gears, you know, and all of that. And they, you know, at the end of the day, I got sick of seeing some little whack ass gaming. Like they got the nerves to talk about console gaming, but to me, we got the better games at the end of the day. You know, I understand they talk about the Xbox One, you know, through comments or whatever they like bashing. But look at it. When they get Gears, it's a one of our good games, even though I don't care if they get an exclusive going over there. You understand? Because it's still Microsoft, regardless of what. So it's like when they hate on us and then you see the games that they really have, it's like it's trash. And Tuck, I don't know if you've seen the PC, but their PC was the wackest show on there. You know, it was Nintendo was better than that. And Nintendo
Right.
had a horrible, you know, it was horrible. But this was just straight garbage and trash, like Basuda. You know, Tuck, it was just
Yeah.
garbage. The only game I seen that I like was the Vietnam one. You know, I like army games.
Yeah, that
And
was a
that's
good one.
that was a
That
good
was
one.
real good.
But the
That was
rest of the other joints, I ain't gonna lie, I got so bored, I just tuned off of it. Like it shit was trash. And they got the nerve to, oh yeah, you can have all the graphics in the world, but if you ain't got no damn games that looks hot, what's the sense of spending all that money on that? You know, Tuck?
Well, my whole insight was this on the PC gamers, and I'm dealing with PC gamers every day in my job and all that stuff. They tell you this, tell you that, and everything. They talk about the 4K crap and all that stuff, which is fine and dandy and all that stuff. Okay, but first, developers got to put every game in 4K to make the game real beautiful for number one. Okay, let's get this straight now. If you got a 4K TV, it's gonna automatically look good. It's gonna automatically look better anyway because of the resolution on the TV. Let's get that straight.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
now, dealing with these PC gamers, as far as I'm concerned, now I watched the event at E3, the PC gaming conference at E3, and the only thing I was impressed with the whole doggone thing was when AMD and all these other game developers they sit up there. I mean, there's like at least 5 or 6 developers, and AMD. The first thing they mentioned out of their mouth was DirectX 12 and how
Yep.
it's going to make gamers, how they're going to make it a whole lot better for the gaming industry so they can put everything the way that they need to put it. Hey, I'm sorry. DirectX 12 is about to take over this bitch.
Yeah. And look, man, I'm just saying for the PC gamers, man, you know, this is a console to console. This got
Right,
nothing to do with PCs, man. PC
right.
is PC, but they like to stick their nose where they ain't supposed to be and try to bash both consoles. But at the end of the day, why you think a lot of developers don't like putting their beautiful games on PC like that? Because think about it, Tuck. If it's 25,000, you know, maybe let's just give them this. Maybe 10,000 people will pay for the damn shit, and the other, you know, 15 got pirated. Everybody else got the
Yeah,
shit. They not
yep.
making no money. They make their money off of consoles. This is the reason why. If you stop fucking pirating games, maybe you'll get the good games like that. You understand? But since
That's
y'all want
true.
to be nerds, and I don't want to say it like that, you know, they want to be fools and want to start pirating. Oh, I got the game for free just because you spent mad money on a PC. Developers are not telling you to spend all that money on PC, and y'all doing that. That's their fault. And then you'll cry about it, but you're not seeing that the other PC dudes are robbing the developers and stealing their games.
Oh hell yeah, they
I
are.
wouldn't want to put my shit out there. Would you, Tuck?
Oh hell no. I mean, they doing it big time. They doing it big time. So I don't got a problem with the game developers doing what they're doing because at the end of the day, they got to make their money.
Yep.
At the end of the day, they about to make their money and all that stuff. Now, now since we got ahead and kind of cleared that out the water with the PC and the consoles and all that stuff, because I'm gonna tell you right another thing too. Getting back to that point, okay, Titanfall came out the same time as it came out on the Xbox One.
Mm.
Okay, PC did not make that game. They did not make that game at all. That game made money on the Xbox One. It made it on the Xbox One to 360. It didn't make no money It made a little bit of money, but nobody's compared to what the consoles made on the PCs. To me, is garbage because all, like you said, the only thing they really do is just pirated the game, and that is it.
Yep.
So
And I
that's basically a nut. That's basically in a nutshell.
Yeah, you're right. I have a PC, man. I got a gaming PC, and I choose my Xbox One. I be more on my Xbox One than the PC gaming. Like, at the end of the day, I grew up on consoles. You understand? And consoles will always be in my life. When they stop making them, then that's it. You understand? But other than that, Tuck, like you said, man, all they do is pirate games. And who's gonna want to put their money out there like Titanfall? Now, Titanfall is a beautiful game. Look, it didn't sell too much on the PC, kinda, like you was just saying. But let's just say Sony gamers was so mad saying that Titanfall was trash when we all know it was a new IP. It's not a Call of Duty killer. It's something different. But now you see Call of Duty Advanced Warfare copying off of Titanfall. When you look, Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is copying a little bit off of Titanfall. Now,
Right.
at the end of the day, you see a lot of Sony fanboys was petitioning for Titanfall, but the game was whack. But they want it on their console. And a lot of them fail to realize that their company dropped the ball on Titanfall at the time. They got told 3 times that they wanted, fund some money. They didn't want to fund it, so Microsoft locked it up. And they was crying and bitching about it. But
Yeah.
now that Titanfall 2 might come out and it might go on Sony PlayStation, now the game is hot, Tuck. You see all the hate? The game was whack when it was only on Xbox. But now that part 2 might come over there to that console side, all of a sudden Titanfall is hot.
Right.
Like, it kills me. You see where the bias and bullshit is at. They jealous of the Xbox One game, great games. They petition for half of all our exclusive, Tuck. That's
Yeah.
why I laugh at them. And I
Yeah,
say,
that's
yo, got
true.
the nerves. It's true, right?
That's very true.
At the end of the day, if the games are whack, stop begging for the games. Because you might say, yo, the game is whack, but you got 10 of your Sony brothers petitioning, oh man, we want to play for that. We want to play, and when they this is basically how it sounds, Tuck. When they how you say it, petition for our games, and Microsoft and them is looking at them like, what? And they talking like this. What? You want our games? You want Halo? Gears? You know what I mean, Tuck? Oh, whoa, hold on now. I don't understand you, but that's how it is, Tuck.
I mean, do y'all want Call of Break too?
Yeah, they want everything, Tuck. That's the funny thing, If you want these games, stop being a beggar, basically. Stop begging, man. Kick up that cash and get the real next-gen console, the Xbox One. And that's how I feel, man. Look at all the apps. I feel
about it too.
Look, we getting Katana. We getting all this butter shit, backwards capability for free. If you got the games, you ain't got to pay for it. Why don't you just, I really want my Xbox bros that left. You understand me? Come back. Keep the real PS3 players and the PS4 gamers, the real ones, stay on your console. I want to bring back our Xbox bros. They left over believing the hype of the lies that Sony's been spitting out their mouth like venom, like a spitting cobra. That's all they did, and I just want from the heart, I want my Xbox bros, my family members that turn pony, come back to the light. Don't go into the darkness, because that's all you're going to see is darkness over there. The greatness is in the Xbox One. Yep, Tuck.
That's all you're going to ever see over there. And now you know what? And the interesting point is that they talk about now, they talk about greatness of weights and all that stuff. Okay, you know what? I'm going to tell you right now, and this for the Sony ponies and all their gurus and all that stuff. Now I'm hearing that somebody's saying that that Sony might come out with a PS5. Okay, they talk about 2017. Now, if they do that, to me, that's gonna kill Sony off. But all the people that got a PS4, they do that shit in 2017. Do you know 2017 ain't number a year and a half away?
Yo, Tuck, you right, bro. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Tuck. If they make a new Sony PlayStation 5, Microsoft won, because at the end of the day, the DirectX 12 and all of that we getting, and they don't really have, it's gonna be that's a shutdown to all the PS4 gamers, because Your console's supposed to hold up. Now, if they bring out a new console, that shows you that Microsoft kind of kicked that ass, that they realizing, damn, Microsoft is smart spending that $3 billion. And we spent 450 to 75 million on a console. They need to think. You know, the thing is, like I caught my cousin the other day. I had to take that video off. I love my cousin too much to put it out there like that. But, you know, at the end of the day, like I told my cousin, where's your 1080p really 60 frames? Like where's your games? Because the Xbox One has them. You understand? We can't, you know,
Yeah.
we got it, Tuck,
Yeah,
and
we
they
got it.
don't. And that's sad. They say we got the lesser power console, but it's funny how the lesser power console has the 1080p locked in 60 frame per second games. Remastered at that. You know what I mean? Like, and when you look at this side, everything's 1080p 30 frames. Everything's
Yeah,
30
it is.
frames. You know,
It
it's
is.
like, why is it they can't hold ported games over like Street Fighter Alpha, I think 4? You know, it was embarrassing that this is a ported over game, and your system down. You know, the frame rates is dropping crazy, like, and that's not the only game, Tuck. It happened a couple of times. Look at even Digital Foundries put it up. At least you
Yeah.
could see the freaking The Witcher going at it side by side, and their
Yeah.
frame rate drops to 18, bro.
That's right.
And that's supposed to be the stronger console. And then the 50% power, Tuck, is a myth. My cousin was delusional, and that's why I stopped. I didn't want him to get bashed. He said it was 50% power. I said, where? Please, you the only man in the world saying this right now. Everybody, even on the Sony side, know it's not 50% powerful. Like, where's
Yeah.
the power at? This is why I'm asking, Tuck. Where's the power?
Well, you know
Like,
what the power is at? The power is nowhere. It's nowhere.
exactly.
I mean, it was all a myth from the get go. It's all a big myth. It's like what Zaire said. Xbox spent a lot of money. Microsoft spent a lot of money on building the Xbox One. They spent a lot of money.
Yep.
So when you spend a lot of money like that, that means that they are not BSing around. They are serious about their brand and all that good stuff. So and it's like these people saying, you know, it's like what Microsoft, the people Microsoft said. This is not a sprint. This is a marathon, and that's just what's going on now. You see the changing of the guard right now. Xbox One, the backwards compatibility. They're gonna have Windows 10 come to Xbox One to the PCs. You can sync your stuff up to the PC to your PC at home.
Yep. Yep.
And like if your wife want to watch a TV program, and she can watch her TV program. And if you want to get on the game, you can get on your game and do all that beautiful stuff that the PS4 cannot do and will never be able to do. And
Yep.
that's the bottom damn line. And another thing too, and this is what I'm gonna get on about the Xbox people about too. Because when people who's on a preview program, when they get Windows 10 and they get Cantera on the Xbox One, these Xbox people get pissed off because Microsoft is not gonna go and put that into the microphone of the Xbox One. Why? You ain't gonna want to kill off the Kinect. So get your ass up, go out there and buy a Kinect if you want to use Cantera, and that's it. Get off your ass. Because what it boils down to, Microsoft is a business. At the end of the day, they're about making money. So in other words, if you want to get your ass up there and buy the Kinect or the Cantera, be happy. Because let me tell you, it does work. I got the Windows 10, I got the Windows 8 phone right here. And the Cantera works great. I'm loving it. I'm loving every single bit of it. You know, it is the only one that I've seen. It's the only phone that I've seen. And Samsung's a good phone, and iPhone's a good phone. But this is the only microphone that I see. The Cantera is the only phone that I see that I can hook up to my hip. And if my wife give me a text, I can give her a text from mouth to hip. No delay, no problem at all. And hey, and it asks me, do I want to send it? I can send it, whatever I want to send to her. And that's it. I mean,
Yeah.
everybody heard my Star Wars music on the Connect. Everybody heard my Star Wars music, so that's how good the microphone is. So everybody, all my Xbox people, get off your ass. If you want Katera, if you want to use the X's of Katera on the doggone Xbox One, get off your ass and go and get the damn Connect. That's all it is. So
you're right. You're right. Look, I don't know where they get the Connect died. I love using my Connect. You know, I like using it where I ain't got to touch my controller, you know, especially with Katana comes into play. It's going to be even better. You know, this is for people that are spoiled sometimes. They wanted to go the cheap route and buy the Xbox One, but they not realizing the Xbox One was meant to have, really meant to have with the Connect. That's why it was given to you when you spent that money. When you spent that real money when you first bought the console. But people wanted to go the cheap route and they started buying the PS4, which they had an eye all along. They just took theirs out and made believe. You understand? But theirs is also implemented with that shit. They used it and cut the price down and make believe and still sold it to them dumbasses separate. You understand me? This is all reality. Like, listen, the Connect is the best thing with the Xbox One. You know?
It is. It is.
You know, I've been playing, I don't know if they do that on a regular because I ain't played without my Connect NBA 2K, but I know when I be like, yo, man, what the fuck, man? That's a bullshit ass foul, tech. I get a tech.
Right.
Like, oh shit. Like, word? Did I get a tech? They'll tell you, they'll let you know when you got a tech because you cursing.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, so it makes it more a little realistic. There's a lot of things that the Connect can do that's beautiful. Like, I don't know where people get and they try to hate on the Connect, and for me, I like the Connect. So that's just my opinion. I love my Connect. So for these dudes, I'm not taking shots at nobody in the community, you know. But I like the Connect. That's just me.
And it goes, I'm hearing something again. I'm hearing something.
You hearing something, man? Here it goes, bro. And I tell you this, look. There they go. That's these motherfuckers running, right? But now check this out. This is what happened with Microsoft on the E3. We just had to do this. What? Yoshida, what? Hold that, motherfucker. The fake Phil Spencer. You can hold that. AEK 971. The FF Scar H. They ain't ready for us, Tuck, man. We just letting them have it, bro.
Hey, you know what? Now let's get on this other side about this Project Morpheus bullshit. That's a joke.
Oh my lord.
Oh my lord, that's a joke.
Yo, Tuck, you right, Tuck. Yo, I tell you this, Tuck. Yo, believe it or not, Tuck, it's more than a joke, man. Like, come on, man. HoloLens, did you see that, Tuck, on the E3?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, and it was live. That was nothing fake, no nothing. That was straight live. Yo, Tuck, man, that shit blew my fucking mind, man. I can't lie. That shit blew my mind, Tuck.
Now you know the big thing is that you know they didn't show that much of that Project Morpheus bullshit because when they went on there, because when Xbox went on there announced that they got that partnership with what's that called?
What?
The Morpheus, the Optimus Rift.
The Optimus Rift, yeah. Like, yeah, you got to see this, Tuck. Like when it's just like what Sony did with Drive Club. I mean, sorry about that, ponies or fanboys. Drive Club. Nah, fuck that. Drive Club. When they seen the rain on the Forza and all that, they said, whoa, we can't bring the games back. When they seen everything, you notice Sony pulls back a lot. They pull their Drive Club back so they could put rain so people won't complain. Even if they had what, like 20 or 10 or people in your car club, and Microsoft had what, like 1,000 people in your,
right?
Yeah. So they pulled back, and they was like, "Damn, we can't compete." So Project Dwarfius seen HoloLens and all this other shit. They like, "Nah, we can't bring that out because Microsoft just blew it out the water." Right? You got to think of it. Sony goes last, so they can see everything that Microsoft does. Sony's not leaders; they followers. Yeah, that's the main thing that people got to realize. Why would you want a company that follows what the other company does? Be original.
Well, you know what? I'm going like this to you, okay? Let's go on. You got to hang all the way back to the time of the PS3, okay? The PS3, normal, boring ass interface, and I'm going to say it again. Our boring ass interface, just like the fucking PS4. The interface is boring as fuck, okay? Xbox do updates at the updates every month. Every month, ever since the console been out. So let me tell you right now, and then they're gonna come out with a new UI, a new interface, Windows 10, and you know they're gonna update it every doggone time when something go wrong. So there it goes. I mean, it's just that bottom line to you.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
agree.
because I had a PS3. When I had a PS3, I bought home. They came up with that home thing and all that stuff. And I thought home was gonna be just like live, where you can turn interface with all your friends. But it was a separate thing, and I'm like, damn, this is ugly. This is downright ugly. I'm like, damn. I mean, what kind of shit did I get myself into? I said I tried a couple of times and all that stuff, and then after that, I just left it alone. I said home is crap.
Yeah.
So but I tell you right now, Ghost, dude, you're a cool dude, and I love you, man, and I love everybody on my Xbox. I love all the Xbox people that I always talk to: Armwood, Zaire, you, Ghosterryder. I love everybody in my Xbox clan because that's all. That's what we do.
Yep.
And if Microsoft fucks up, we get on their ass too.
Yep, you 100% right. All of us. Speaking of Wolf, we all get down there. At the end of the day, we don't hold back.
No.
If we feel Microsoft fucked up, we gonna G-check them. We gonna try to say something within the community. Unlike the Sony gamers on the other side, or the fanboys, they just let Sony stick it to them.
Yeah.
Just let them stick it to them, and they don't say nothing back. Yo, shit is not gonna bite you. He ain't gonna bite you, and it's sad. Speak up. You want these games? Tell them to make the new IPs, man, and stop playing, man. For that game, Mushu, Shinshu, whatever. I say it like this, man. Speak up and tell them why just ask them why we got to kickstart and give money to you. Just ask them that. If your company got money, meaning $1 billion company is taking your hard-earned money and taking it from you freely.
That's true.
They not giving you no free. They giving you free whack-ass games. Tell them, give us brand new IPs for free, and you're going to see them go, no, you get no free IP game, no. They're going to tell you just like that. But though they want to ask you for your hard-earned money. Think about that, man. It's not all jokes around. Tuck, you already know how we always do. All of us in the community, like you said, and that's why I love the Xbox One community, because we fucks with each other, bro, to the end.
Yeah.
All of us, we play games. Every day we talk to each other. It's not a day that goes by that we don't say, what's up, yo? At least drop by and tell each other how much we hold each other down like that. Show mad love to each other. But over there on their side, man, it's nothing but destruction. You know?
Well, you know what? And I'm tell you right now, one thing you read about, I'm gonna put a little twist what Zaire and all them say. You know what? At the end of the day, we're all consumers, and we all should enjoy our video games. The thing about it is, with Sony doing this bullshit, it should be outlawed, and that's it. Because I understand Kickstarters and all that stuff. People that that's starting to make a video game and all that stuff, Kickstarters. But we talk about a multi-million-dollar company that's want to extort money from people just to make a damn game, and all they're gonna do is what? All they're gonna do is advertise that damn game. That's all they're gonna do.
Yeah.
That's all they're gonna do. I'm over listening to Zaire's broadcast yesterday, and he's over there asking all these all these people about, do you got a problem with what's going on with Shamu? With the PC with the Shamu. Come on, y'all. He was just trying to make sense out of the whole damn thing.
Yep.
And not one person came out there and said shit about it. They couldn't say nothing about it. So why the hell we sitting there talking about Shamu? Like I told people, and like I told what's the name, my homeboy, Master Chief. Don't get me wrong. I know Shamu got a story, and I know it got a backing, and I know it got a following. But do you want to turn around and go out there and give these motherfuckers money to turn around and try to make the damn game? And then, okay, you give them what, $2 million. Okay, Now let's say like they don't make the damn game. Are they gonna refund you your damn money? Because we know how Sony is. Sony might decide to just take your damn money.
Yep.
I mean, and they deal with the lawsuit later on, so they ain't worried about that crap. So,
You're right.
I mean, I'm just being truthful. You just got to look at it that way. You know, that's how crooks are. But
Think about.
Microsoft always taking hits from the media.
Yep.
They always taking hits from the Sony Pony fans. You know, and I got a friend. He got both Xbox One and Sony. And it's like one day, you know, and I haven't talked to him. I haven't talked to him since. You know, I haven't talked to him like in a month since Witcher 3 came out. And you know, and I guess he's still my friend. I don't know if he's still my friend or not. But what I try to tell him is that, you know, if you know, he got the PS4, he got the Xbox One, and I went on and told him one day, hey, listen, man, if you're gonna go and buy the Witcher 3, buy it on the Xbox One because right now the PS4 is having all kind of frame rate issues. You know, he got all raged and mad at me and everything and all that stuff. And I said, like, man, dude, what, hey, dude, I am not, I said, at the end of the day, I am a consumer. I don't have a PS4 and I'm not going to buy a PS4 for one damn game. I'm not going to do it. I said, the only thing I'm trying to tell you, go to Digital Foundry. He got mad at me and I said, man, dude, go to Digital Foundry and you find out for your damn self about what the hell Digital Foundry has got these two games side by side. So, go and see for what it's worth. And
Yep.
then that's it. But I haven't heard from that cat since. I heard from him one time, you know, he's saying that I was right. Then after that, that was it. I haven't heard from him since. So I don't even call him no more, you know, and I just say like, okay, if that's gonna break our friendship up because of the fact that I'm right about a system and you're not, and you got both systems and you see what the hell's going on with the PS4, with that shitty ass service that they got, with everything that's going on with that pitiful ass system, I'm sorry. I mean, I don't want to cuss, but it's just the truth. I mean,
Yeah. You're
it's just a
speaking the truth.
bad ass system. And I
Yeah.
mean bad in an ugly way, not bad as in a good way, in a bad in an ugly way.
Like, this is where people misunderstand like the situation. If you true friends, there's no need to argue over it. Just look, the proof is in the pudding. You know, certain games on the PS4 side by side may look better than the Xbox One, but then you see there's certain games side by side that the Xbox One looks better. You know, but they run with all of this. You know what they lost the essence. A lot of gamers, a lot of people lost the essence of playing games. You understand? Everybody, the new generation is thinking about 1080p, 60 frames. When with both consoles, the 1080p can be achieved. You understand? But the 60 frames, I know my console could do it, but can yours?
Right.
That's the question
Right.
that a lot of people fail to
Right.
realize. And
Right.
for a friend, you just telling him the truth. You understand? You're not saying it like to disrespect him or anything like that. And look, he said that you was right, but you know, all the time he was telling you things. Now he sees he was wrong, so maybe he's embarrassed, Tuck. He's just embarrassed to admit that he was wrong.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna tell you right now what my boy ATL always told me. This is what my boy ATL always told me. He said, Miguel, he said, Tuck, he said, you right on a lot of stuff, but thing is, when people go out there and buy a purchase of a console, and they know they wrong, they don't want to face the fact that they was wrong. And I mean, and thing about it
Yeah,
is, sometimes you too damn truthful, and that's it.
yeah, it is what it is, and you
And
gotta
he tell
respect
me,
that.
and he just tell me sometimes, he said, you just too damn truthful. He said, and that hurt people, man. I mean, hurt people's feelings, man. I mean, he said that, but you just, and he said, sometimes you can be wrong as hell, but sometimes, you know, you can just get on people's nerve with what you're talking about with these consoles, and you know what you're talking about, because if you didn't know what you're talking about, you wouldn't talk about it. So,
Exactly.
and that's all it is to it. But I tell you right now, man, before we get off the air, man, do you want to just give a special shout out to anybody? I mean, I know you got 300 subscribers now doing your YouTube channel. So if you want to just go ahead and give all of them people a shout out, go ahead and do it, my brother.
Yeah, man. I tell you like this. My first shout out, want to go out a big shout out, Tuck, for having me on your show, bro. And I just want to say for all my subscribers, before I get into this, you know, Tuckmaster is a really good dude. He has great content. For my subscribers, man, show this man love. You know, jump in his channel if you'll see it. You know, hit that like button and subscribe to him, man. Tuck is not no pony. He just spits raw, straight facts. He's not lying. The dude is an Xbox One gamer. Me and him game, chill out like every day or every other day, man. And it's nothing but love. And for all my subscribers, man, subscribe to my boy, man, Tuckmaster. He's the truth, man. And that's my dude, man. And I tell y'all, man, for all my subscribers, I want to thank y'all. And for my new subscribers, I definitely want to thank you for subscribing to your boy Ghosterryder 730 and my community, man. For all of y'all that just subscribe to me, the Xbox One community is the best community. It's nothing but love over here on our side, and we ain't got no destruction like on their side. Yes, sometimes a couple of us might bump a little heads, but that's as far as it goes, because at the end of the day, we all friends, man. And that's what it's about. And a lot of people fail to realize that, man.
Yeah, that's true. Hey y'all, but I'm telling you right now, man. Let me tell you right now, man. This is just the truth. The Xbox community is getting stronger every doggone day.
Yep.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, and I'm gonna give my thanks to Showstopper, Zaire, Crab Gamer, all of them boys. I'm gonna put it like this to it. I don't give a care how some of these Xbox people feel about it, but they are the godfathers.
Yes.
Of the Xbox community. Bottom damn line, and that's all it is to it. Now what is they show called? What
I
is
don't
the show
know,
called?
because I don't look at their I don't look with me, Tuck. What I do is I stick to my community. I don't go out and bash no Sony gamer on their page, really. I don't go out there and do that, and I don't show support and give them clicks. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think they the All-Stars or something like that. Some weird stuff. I heard about it, but I don't get on their channels to check them, Tuck. The reason why for that is because it's nothing but lies they spitting. They lying to get clicks and subscribers. You understand me? They
No, I'm
lying
talking
about
Zaire and them. I'm talking about
oh,
Zaire.
Zaire,
About
big game and small talk. Much respect to them. And I'm gonna tell you like this, Tuck. For one of the first ones that ever got in the chat room with me and kicked it with me on a party was my man Showstopper. That is my dude. The next one that popped in there was Zaire, aka Next Gen 720. And those are the two dudes that I tell you like this, Crappy and all of them, you know, Mooch and all of them. I salute y'all. But my two that showed me massive love at the time when I was a small fry, and I'm still a small fry, but they didn't care about, they didn't have that stardom where, oh, yo, I'm a big YouTuber and treat you bad. No, Showstopper told me, and Next Gen told me, keep grinding out, kid. Do what you got to do. And that's why I say I salute y'all, Next Gen, Showstopper, and the big game of small talk. And I salute Iron Wolf and the rest of the crew. Y'all know who you are. Kaleidoscope, Master Chief, Hebot, you know, Blackie Lebowski, definitely Blackie Lebowski. And I also want to give a shout out to my boy Blazing motherfucking Phoenix. Gotti 360. Also, for my subscribers that's out there, man, make sure you subscribe to Gotti, you know, Gotti 360. That's my dude. He got great content, just like Tuckmaster and they Xbox, and they keep it real, man. They don't lie. That's what, when I tell y'all to subscribe to somebody, I'm telling y'all to subscribe to a great Xbox dude that don't lie. He's not gonna sugarcoat it, just like my boy Tuck. And all I gotta say is Kenny Thomas. You already know he's another one that's great for the community. He doesn't lie. He keeps it fair. He got himself a PS4, but he keeps it fair. You understand? He's an Xbox dude at the end of the day. So make sure you're subscribed to those people. And I salute you, Tuck, once again. And thank you, bro, for having me on this show, man.
Well, I tell you right now, man. Hey, anytime, Ghosterryder. I mean, I just love talking to you. You're a good guy. But I tell you right now, the people who what's that show called?
Big Game of Small Talk.
Okay, the people on support them brothers. Hey, they got all kind of stuff that's going on. Look at their videos. Go and order their t-shirts. They trying to get the E3 next year. But right now, hey, dude, I am getting ready to get out of here. Me and my boy Ghosterryder. But all I gotta say is this: Ghosterryder, play that funky music, boy.
Here it goes, man. These motherfuckers is doing this. And I tell you this, Tuck. After they do that, we hitting them with this right now. It's nothing but ponies over there getting buckshot, boy.
I love it. I love it. Now, can I hear a little Tupac before we leave?
I got you right now, Tuck. I'm gonna put that Tupac for you right now, aka my favorite rapper, aka the greatest motherfucking rapper alive besides Biggie Smalls, bro. And I tell you this, Tuck. One thing I love about Pac, his music was the truth, Tuck. You know, and
yeah,
it's sad that him and Biggie Smalls had to die. They the two greatest rappers of my time. And this was one of his hits right here, man. You heard, Tuck?
Yeah.
One of the greatest rappers, bro.
Man, everybody, let me tell you right now, me and my boy Ghostryder, we out of here. Hey, all I gotta say is this: God bless you, and all y'all have a nice damn day. See you later. We're gonna try to do this every week.
Big shout out to Kaleidoscope. Kaleidoscope. Big shout out, bro. I forgot to say your name, Kaleidoscope. Big motherfucking shout out to my boy Kaleidoscope.
And then y'all, we gonna turn around and try to do this thing every week. And we gonna try to add guests to this show every week. So all I gotta say is holla. And hey, get the real brand, get the Xbox, not the PS4, the Xbox, the best box, and holla at you. Bye.
Peace. Yeah, Tuck.